Well, good evening. This is Gina Tadella. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I live here in Poolsville, Washington, near Keyport. And tonight I am going to share with you the Loveliest Wishes kit. Right? All right, I'm trying to see. What do I have here? This frame is frozen. Alrighty, something is wrong. So let me go over here and click project and find out why it's frozen while we're live. And then go back and click it again. And then click this camera. That's me. No, that's not the right one. We need the project. That's what we need. Okay, now we got it. All right. I'm going to say, when I don't see anything moving and my hand is there, so, and I probably bumped this because I was doing my lovely taxes. Got them all done last night. Now I'm frozen at the top. Really? What is the problem tonight? Oh my gosh. Are we frozen both ways? No. Okay, sources, me, properties. Okay. Go that. And we go back, and then we hit that, and hit OK. Now it's got me both of them. No, my goodness gracious. All right, this is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Let's try this again. That's all right. I got this down pat. Let's click this, and we want to go to this camera. And that's what we want. Now we need to unfreeze this one. So let's go to project. Click this, and this one is on this one. Okay. Okay. All right. Nope, it's not working. Project. Properties. You know, it's just one of those days. It is, right? And you click that, and then go back, and then go back up here, and click that. Now we got them both moving. All right, let me click OK. All righty. Anyways, so the ink pads we're using tonight, because this kit comes with everything that you need in it. And when I mean everything, your cardstock, your embellishments, your adhesives. Now, I do use wet glue, so that's probably one of the things that you probably would have to have. And I'm using Calypso Coral for one, Lemon Lolly for another one, and Soft Sea Foam. Anyways, and I'm trying to see if I had anybody make comments. There's Linda. Hi, Linda. We have a few glitches here, so hopefully I don't freeze up. Y'all, if I freeze up, say something, because I don't always look at the screen except when I'm checking for comments, okay? Anyways, and when I scroll up for comments, I can't see the whole screen. I have to look back at the computer, which is to my far right. So this kit is from the Kits collection. It came out the 1st of this month, and it's called the Loveliest Wishes kit, and it can be used pretty much for anything. A wedding card, a thank you card, a birthday card, but it's all done in very white and a little bit of color. So we're going to liven it up because Gina loves colors. So Linda, do you already have your taxes done? I do the Schedule A, Schedule B, all that. So I have to do all that. So it takes me a few days to get it all done. And when I did my mom and Nick's, it didn't take me hardly no time at all. I got theirs done within like 2 hours. So, but since I'm self-employed and receive Social Security, and my husband's on Social Security, then I had to do a few other things. Plus, I receive a payment from my ex-husband from a 1099-R. So it's like, yeah. All right. So we're going to unpack this. So This one is a textured piece with gold flecks on it. You see that? No, they didn't get me all messed up, honey. I used to work for H&R Block. No, I have no trouble. I just know how to take advantage of them. They wanted $100, and I ended up getting $289 back. Didn't have to pay. I got money back. So, and I'm self-employed. They want you to pay that self-employment tax ahead of time. I used to do that all the time back in the day when I did this business full time. So they give you several different types of envelopes. These are like a square card. Let's see what the size of this is. This card fits in a 4 3/4 by 4 1/2 envelope. So this is a different shape. And these are the normal A2. So we have 3 style of cards, 3 different ones. I'm going to show you one for each one. Look at these cute embellishments. No, but I finally got my mom's boyfriend's phone. He is, he's a year younger than her. He was born in 1941. After 1 month of getting him the jitterbug, we finally got it all done. His number transferred. It only took us 30 days with this company. It wasn't as easy as I thought was a setup because Nick, poor fella, when he had Cellular One, he never wrote down his PIN number or anything. He didn't think he needed it. Well, you don't need it, but when you go to transfer a number that you want to keep, you got to have it. So it has glue dots. It has mini dimensionals and these beautiful gold jewels. See that? You really can't see it. Let me put it on the white. Then you can see it. Those are beautiful. Let me not lose them. Okay? Move that out of the way. And of course, we're needing blender brushes. Love these bad boys. Now, somebody gave me these. These are from Hero Arts, but this is the one that's from Stampin' Up. I'm not going to say anything to them because I use them. That gives me 6 of them versus 3. Alright. And I've been transferring a lot of my videos over to my YouTube channel. So I folded 2 of those. Move all this other supplies out of my way. And look at these beautiful sayings. And they have them in 3 different languages. And they're in the gold foil look. So that's nice. I'll put those where I can find them. Here's that square card. So you can do it this way or this way, which I'm going to do it this way. Then I'm going to make one this way and then one horizontal. Okay? 2 books, 1 horizontal. Alright, so they should have instructions. I'm getting all this stuff. Got beautiful vellum. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? So we need one of these. And I'm assuming we need one of these. Now, when you take this out, it is laser cut. Take your time so you don't... This is cardstock vellum, so it's thicker than normal vellum. So just take your time popping them out, especially the little leaf one. So there's that one. Isn't that cool? Alright, so we're going to put that to the side. And of course you could use this tissue paper for something. And then here's this. So we need one of these. And we need one of these leaves. Gently pop these out. These are together. So it looks just like that. And this beautiful daisy. I love it. So just take your time. When you're popping these out, you don't want to tear off your petal or the pretty leaf. So that's how that looks. I'm telling you what, when you can't beat the Kits collection, because when you need a quick, easy card, or if you're traveling, it's all in one box. How can you go wrong? Especially when it's $14 or $15 and it gives you all the supplies. Oh my gosh. Oh, you got your taxes done. Oh gosh, Linda. In February, you sound like my oldest son. He had his done in February too. Not Taylor. Taylor has to have his done because he has a couple properties. He's got property in two or three houses in Arkansas and a house in Tennessee, and he lives in Hawaii. So he has to have somebody do it. So this really doesn't give you a detailed look at what the images look like. So let me get us started here to show you. So the first one is the little small square card. And it says happy birthday. So we're going to go and find the happy birthday. So it's this one. And this is a thick cardstock it's on. And just gently pop this out. And then you want this birthday right here. Okay, let's put that back away. I'll move this out of the way. All right. And this one is using this color. So let's move these pads out of the way and bring in that blending brush. And I gotta take my glasses off, y'all, because I don't need them for up close. So they're showing it book style, which is great because that's what I did. We're going to take this bone folder. If you don't have a bone folder, just start from the center with your finger and go up and down. So this way your card stays in place. And then we're going to get that gold fleck. Remember I had this piece? It showed this. This has got texture on it. So this is where we're going to bring a little bit of color. And I could add cardstock with what it is, but I'm trying to think of a person who just has the kit. They don't have to have a blending brush, but this just adds a little accent. And of course my Calypso Coral is not a new pad. It's one of the old pads. Hey, Kathy Ryan from Miss Missouri. Thank you for joining. She's a couple hours ahead of us. And you go in a circular motion, and we're just going to add a little bit of color. And it also will show the texture. This will just liven the card up. And always start off the paper. This is important. So that way you don't get a big blob of color where you don't want it. It makes it look a soft look. And I'm just going to go in there. And it won't cover up the gold fleck. It will not do that. That actually will resist the color. Okay. So there's that. And then there is that. You're going to see how simple and easy these are. And so this image right here is the one that goes with it. And they have it like this. I'm trying to think, do they have anything else with that? I'm looking. Nope. It just shows that we're using dimensionals. And then the glue dots mount on top of the happy. Okay. Alright, so let's show you how that. So, now, I'm going to just use the liquid glue. And this one doesn't have the greenery. Nope. It just has that. Alright. So, what we're going to do here first, we're going to go ahead and add the wet glue. So, especially when you have somebody that's new to crafting and creating, this is where you want them to start off. To see if they really enjoy doing it. And just invite them over to create or go there with them. It can be a one-on-one with just two people. Don't ever think that you have to have a large group of people. Now, this here, we don't want to put glue on it. Why? Because vellum, it shows through, right? So I'm trying to see how they had it. They had a large pickup. So we're going to just kind of, I don't want to cover up the pretty gold flecks, so I'm going to bring it up there. And the saying, when it goes on, it is going to hold it. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and add some mini dimensionals on the back of this saying. So I'm going to put one there, one here. Oops, that one just fell right out of my hand with no help from me. There we go. There's that one. Of course, the backing. And then here, the backing is what came off of that one. And that's good enough. You don't need a whole. We put a total of 6. And peel these off. Now, what I will tell you is once we know where we're going to place this, like this, like that, then we can go just right up underneath here. Remember the glue dots they gave us? We're going to take our paper snips. And now I'm going to put it right on the back, right there. And then peel that off. And see, it doesn't show through. See that? You can't even tell there's a glue dot there. Always mount it to the textured paper. I'll show you right here on this corner. So pick it up with your paper snips, or you take your prick tool. Put it where there's a colored image there. Then rub it. Then peel that off. So you see where the glue dot is. And we're just going to pat it. And I'll hold it right into place. Now let's add the birthday on. And that gets mounted with these glue dots as well. So there it is. And keep you in the picture. Okay. We put one in the center. We're going to put a mini dimensional on the end because it's going to be hanging off. And we're going to put one here because that's going to go on there. So my mini dimensional. Okay. And when you put, oh, come on. You see the straight edges? Straight and straight. That's how you put it on. So the points don't show. I'm going to peel that off. Peel these off. There we go. And then flip this over. There we go. So there's that. And then they put jewels on this one. Let me see. No, they didn't put any jewels on this one because it's already got the gold flag. But if we have any extra code, we can add one. So that's all there is to that. But see how pretty that is, adding just a little bit of color? Yes, it makes it so much easier. Hello, Bee. Yes, simple but nice, right? Okay, so I'll put that to the side. So on the number 2 card, it's with this green leaf. And this is where I brought the soft sea foam in. And looking at what they have here. It's using that nice vellum one. Not this one. This vellum one. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? So I gotta see which side is the rough side and which side is the good side. That's the back side. That's the laser side. So what they're doing is they're going to mount that on top of that. Okay? Alrighty? Alright, so we're going to take the glue dots. And I'm just going to use 3. Because it's mounting onto vellum. And you're just going to pull these off. They come off real easy. Compared to how they used to be before. Oh my gosh. I don't know about y'all, but they used to be a pain. Okay. Alright, so let me find a piece of chipboard here. because y'all can't see white on white. Let me close this ink pad, because we don't need this color, we need the green. That was Calypso Coral I used on the first card. And we're going to lay this right on here. And there's that. Okay. Now, you'll flip this over. Well, let's do the other first, because they have birthday wishes. So let's find birthday wishes. It's right here. So what I want to do is I want to sponge this one with a soft sea foam. I want to add some color to this. Okay. Let me close my glue up. And then let's save this one and bring in this clean. And you can use your sponge brushes for any color. It just, remember, it takes about 24 to 36 hours after you wash them out for them to be able to be dry enough to use them again. So let me grab my soft sea foam. And we're going to go ahead and bring this color in. So you're just going to go in a circular motion. It's really going to, you probably can't tell, but if I do one side and lay it on a piece of white, you'll be able to see. So you can see where it's going to be colored, but add a little bit more. Now you can really tell. And as long as you go in a circular motion, it really grabs. So you can see it here now. You can see the green there. Just wanted to hint, because I didn't want it to be too dark because of the leaves. So now we're going to go ahead and mount this up in dimensionals. We're not going to mount that up. We're going to mount this up. So we need a total of 3 of them. There we go. And we're going to peel that off. Now you could put it on the back of this piece, but the only thing is, it makes these so delicate, if they get caught, that's why I'm just going to have them loose on the bottom part. There we go. So that way you can see what I did. See how that looks? Okay, so now let's get the card. So the card is a vertical. This one here. And it didn't show anything to go with it. So, we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of color, but not all over. We're just going to wisp it around to bring it in certain areas. So it's not all stark white. That's the only thing I saw with it, but when I saw it online, it's like, oh, I know I can do with that. So just to give everybody a heads up, Stampin' Up! Is updating their DPU and everything and the whole program. So the website will be down after tonight all day tomorrow. So do not try to get on there. It won't allow you to get in there. But it'll be back up on April 16th. And it's not because of tax day. One of the ladies I went to do a class that day, she mentioned that. They go, nope, not tax day. Nope, it just happened to work out to be the same time frame. Okay, so there we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and mount this. And you can use tear tape, wet glue to mount that. And then I'm just going to mount that in the center. And that just lets that flow. And now you can take a couple of your mini dimensionals to add a little bit of depth, because I plan to do that, on this leaf. So it just popped up. And then on this bottom leaf. I'm not going to do it on the vellum, But on those two of the ones that is green, I am. Okay. And then this one gets the pretty jewels. Those jewels I showed y'all earlier, these jewels. Now, it shows a total of 3. But, okay, so I'm going to put one here. And one here. Alright. I'm creating what you call a triangle effect. And one there. So there is that card. Isn't that nice? Elegant. But y'all could put congratulations or a wedding. These don't have to be birthday, but that's what they have in the thing. So you can put whatever you want on there. So let's go to the last one, number 3. And this is with that cute daisy, and actually I need 2 of those. Let me get this cute daisy. Move that out of the way. I need one more of that. Let me find that. And I'll put this on here so y'all can see it. Because when you have white on white, you really can't see it that well. Where is the other? There it is. Okay. So there's that. And cheers. But let's see what else is in here. They had cheers. Okay, I guess that'll have to do. Or you could flip it over and do something else. Okay. All right. So on this one, I brought in the lemon lolly. And I know this looks pink, but it don't matter. It's not pink. It's going to be yellow. All right, when you open up your pad, the new pads just flip open. Okay? I'm just going to add a little bit of yellow, lemon lolly, because of the daisy, and I'm going to add that to the daisy. This is where one of those jewels in the center of that flower, oh yeah, would be pretty. I got plenty of them. Don't have plenty of that, but that's what I'm going to use as one of those. Because I can use something else on the card. For sure. I want the outside of the petals to be a little bit darker, so just be careful so you don't tear your flower. And remember I had green, so I just want to make this a little bit darker. There we go. And then we just close it. You just pull it and close it. All right. So, they had this one vertical as well. So, I guess we will not be doing it horizontal because it probably won't fit on there. So, let me take my bone folder and smooth this out real good. All right. Now, I want to add a little bit of lolly. This is where you could use that nice plaid, or you can even do, cut out a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of white and emboss it. We have that nice embossing folder, that plaid embossing folder. That would be absolutely beautiful. I'm trying to see what color's on here. That's the yellow. Okay. So I'm going to come in with a little bit of the yellow, but I also want to bring in the soft sea foam. That's why I was very particular about what colors I was going to use. And you don't have to go heavy. We're just creating a contrast. That's all. So I'm going to just do it in 3 areas. Then we'll come back in with the soft sea foam. And you have to be careful when you're doing your blending because sometimes your colors can be really too dark and you don't want to take away from your card or your image or your verse. So let me get the soft sea foam. Make sure that's the one. Yep, that is. And then we're going to just kind of come in this side. And this adds another contrast. Try not to go over where you did your lemon lolly. So I can just turn it and see where I was at. So those of y'all that don't know, come in June, I will have an anniversary of me being a demonstrator for, trying to figure it out, I signed up in 97, and this is 25. So what does that tell you? 28 years. 28 years. And I still enjoy showing people how to create cards. There it is. So there, you can really see that contrast. Okay. You really will be able to see it once I put the stuff on. All right. So they showed to line it up crooked. To be honest with you, I'm going to put it over here because I want the flower to stand out by itself. So if you're not sure how to line something up, and then they use dimensionals, but I'm not. I am going to go ahead and mount it with the little bit of the wet glue. The reason for it, I'm going to do my saying first, is the flower is too delicate, and it would be off kilter. So I'm going to mount this first. Then I'm going to mount this one second. I've already got glue on my fingers. Oh my gosh. I want the bigger line at the top. And this would be another one you could cut an extra piece and emboss it and even add ribbon. If you really want to dress them up, you can. But I'd like to show just what's in the kit because there's some people who don't have stuff or they're just looking to see if they're going to be interested in doing this. So I'd like to just show the bare minimum. And just adding ink. Everybody needs ink. I don't care who you are. You need ink. You got to get a couple ink pads. There's nothing but spots. I'm just adding the glue. Just very gently. You don't want much because you don't want it to seep out. And then we're going to do that. Like this one here would be cute with a bow on it. Really would. And I think I got some. And I think we're going to take care of that. But look at this jewel. Watch this. Watch this. We're going to take that and put that right in the center of that daisy. Dress it up. And let me see what I have here in ribbon. None of those colors really look good, and I definitely ain't using red again. Now, I have no, that doesn't match. Well, scratch that idea. I was thinking about doing it. I do have that one, but then I should have just done it up underneath, but that's okay. It doesn't need the ribbon, but it just shows you how nice that is. So let me bring these back in so you can see the cards and move all this stuff out of the way. And this doesn't come with a stamp set. It just comes with the supplies to create the cards. So just to give you a heads up. But when somebody's starting off and they don't have certain things, this is helpful. And here is the square card. But isn't that nice? Actually, let me do it this way. So that way, contrast. So you have them, they don't stand out and blend right on the end together. So there are the 3 cards that are in that kit, and you get 3 of each style for $14. Can't go wrong with the supplies, that's for sure. But anyways, reach out to your personal demonstrator, and those who are demonstrators, you're welcome to share the video, because I don't put my information on there not until I post it to my YouTube channel. So enjoy, be sure to share, and be sure to create. Take care. I'll be back here next Monday. Have a wonderful Easter. Thank you.